You've probably heard it over and over again, you need to move more. But nobody really sits down and tells you what that means once you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. Let's be honest, this stage of life isn't like it used to be. Your body changes. Things you didn't even think about before, like standing up too quickly or walking to the mailbox, can suddenly feel like a challenge. And it's frustrating, because you're still the same person inside. You want to stay strong, independent, and steady on your feet. You want to protect your heart, sleep better, maybe even lower those blood pressure numbers that seem to keep creeping up. But you also don't want to do anything that might hurt you or push you too far. That's where this video comes in. I'm not going to tell you to join a gym or follow an exercise routine made for 25-year-olds. Instead, I want to walk you through a few movements, gentle, doable movements, that are actually recommended for people your age by doctors. These exercises don't require equipment, and they're not about sweating or straining. They're about giving your body what it needs to work with you again. To help you feel more stable. To help your heart work easier. To remind you that even now, your body still wants to move, it just needs a little support. Now before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your city or state in the comments below. It's always wonderful to see how far our community reaches. Exercise 1, Marching in place. You don't need to leave the house or walk around the block to give your heart the support it needs. One of the best ways to get your blood flowing, especially if you've been sitting for a while, is simply marching in place. That's right. Just lifting your knees, one at a time, while standing or even sitting. It's safe, simple, and surprisingly effective. Here's what makes this so powerful. When you march in place, even slowly, you're gently raising your heart rate. That improves blood circulation and helps your body deliver oxygen more efficiently. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard, which can help lower your blood pressure over time. And because you're moving both legs rhythmically, you're also engaging your core and leg muscles, which are key for balance and stability. This is especially helpful for those days when you don't feel up for a walk outside or the weather isn't cooperating. Marching in place can be done right in your living room, in your kitchen, even while you're waiting for the microwave. It's one of those movements that's easy to fit into your day, and every minute adds up. The other great thing? It's adaptable. If you're feeling strong, you can march while standing and gently swing your arms. If your balance isn't steady yet, you can hold on to the back of a chair or even do a seated version. Either way, you're still activating your muscles and supporting your heart. Some people like to turn on a little music and march to the beat. Others count their steps, maybe start with 30 seconds and slowly work up to a full minute or more. The goal isn't speed. It's just to move with purpose and stay consistent. Exercise 2, Sit to Stand with Reach. Let's talk about one of the most important movements you do every single day, standing up from a chair. It sounds simple, but it uses a whole chain of muscles that are essential for your independence, balance, and heart health. And when you add a gentle reach to the movement, you unlock even more benefits, like improving posture, circulation, and upper body strength, all in one go. This exercise is called the Sit to Stand with Reach. You start by sitting upright in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Cross your arms or hold them out in front of you. Then push through your heels and rise up to a standing position. Once you're standing, lift both arms gently toward the ceiling. Hold for a moment, then bring your arms down and slowly sit back down with control. That's it. No jumping, no straining, just smooth, steady movement. Here's what makes this so powerful. First, it strengthens your thighs and glutes, the muscles that help you get in and out of chairs, use the restroom, and climb stairs safely. These muscles also help pump blood back up to your heart, making it easier for your heart to do its job. That can lead to better circulation and lower blood pressure over time. Second, adding the arm reach helps open up your chest, stretch your spine, and improve your posture. Many older adults start to hunch forward without realizing it, which makes breathing shallower and can even affect digestion. Lifting your arms while standing naturally encourages a more upright position, allowing you to breathe deeper and feel more energized. The confidence boost is real, too. Every time you do this exercise without using your hands, you're reminding yourself, I can still do this. And that message, sent from your body to your brain, is worth its weight in gold. Start with just 5 repetitions. If that feels like too much, begin with 3. What matters is doing it regularly. And remember, this is the same movement you do when you get out of bed or rise from the dinner table. Practicing it with control makes daily life easier and safer. Exercise 3, Wall Angels. You might not think of your upper back and shoulders as key players in heart health, but they are. That's where Wall Angels come in. This gentle, standing exercise does more than just stretch your arms. It helps you breathe better, improves your posture, and supports your heart in a quiet but powerful way. Over time, many of us begin to round forward, especially if we've spent years sitting, reading, cooking, or working at a desk. It happens gradually. Our shoulders tighten. Our chest closes. And before we know it, we're hunched over without even realizing it. That position doesn't just affect how we look, it also affects how we feel. It limits how deeply we can breathe, which means less oxygen for our body and brain. It also makes the heart work harder to pump blood through compressed areas. Wall Angels help undo that. Here's how to do them. Stand with your back against a wall, heels, hips, shoulders, and head all touching if you can. Raise your arms up like goalposts, elbows bent at 90 degrees, hands facing forward, with your arms touching the wall. Then slowly raise your arms straight up, as if making a snow angel on the wall. Go as high as you comfortably can, even if you can't get your arms fully against the wall at first, that's okay. What matters is practicing the movement with control. With time, your flexibility will improve. And so will your breathing. This motion gently stretches the chest and strengthens the upper back. That encourages better posture, which helps your lungs expand and lets your heart pump more efficiently. It's especially helpful for anyone who feels tightness in the shoulders or notices they're slouching more than they used to. And there's an emotional benefit, too. When you stand tall, you feel more alert, more present, and more in control of your day. It's a small shift, but one that changes how you carry yourself through the world. Start with just 5 repetitions, once or twice a day. You can do them while watching TV or waiting for your coffee to brew. The more consistently you practice, the easier it becomes to stand tall, not just physically, but mentally too. Exercise 4, Seated Knee Extensions. Sometimes, the best exercises are the ones you can do sitting down. And seated knee extensions are a perfect example. This simple movement helps you build strength in your thighs, the muscles that help you stand, walk, and keep your balance. And the best part? You don't even have to leave your chair. Let's start with why this matters. Your thigh muscles, especially the quadriceps, the muscles at the front of your thighs, are responsible for a lot of daily movements, getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, stepping over things, and keeping you steady when you walk. As we get older, these muscles naturally weaken, especially if we sit for long periods. And when that happens, things like walking to the mailbox or standing at the kitchen counter can feel harder than they should. Seated knee extensions help wake those muscles back up. Here's how to do it. Sit upright in a sturdy chair, with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg out in front of you, keeping it straight if you can. Hold it up for a few seconds, start with 3 to 5 seconds, then gently lower it back down. Switch to the other leg and repeat. That's 1 on each side. Try to do 5 on each leg to start, and work up from there. This movement might not look impressive, but inside your body, it's doing big things. As you lift your leg, your thigh muscles contract and begin to strengthen. That not only makes it easier to move throughout your day, it also improves circulation. Good blood flow is especially important if you tend to sit a lot or notice swelling in your lower legs. There's also a confidence boost that comes with this exercise. You feel your legs responding again. You notice it's easier to get up. You're not grabbing for support as quickly. And that kind of progress, those little wins, add up fast. You can do knee extensions anytime, during a TV show, at the dining table, or even while reading the paper. You don't need to carve out time or change your clothes. Just sit tall, lift, breathe, and repeat. Because every time you lift that leg, you're not just working a muscle, you're reminding your body that you're still strong, still mobile, and still in charge of your movement. Exercise 5, heel-to-toe walking. One of the biggest concerns many older adults have, whether they talk about it or not, is the fear of falling. It's a quiet fear, but a real one. Losing your balance, even just once, can shake your confidence. That's why heel-to-toe walking is so important. It's a simple, slow movement you can do at home that helps train your brain and your body to work together and keep you steady on your feet. This exercise is all about coordination and control. It strengthens the small muscles in your feet and ankles and sharpens your sense of balance, both of which are essential for walking safely, climbing stairs, and reacting quickly if you ever trip or slip. Here's how to do it: stand near a counter or wall for support. Start by placing one foot directly in front of the other, like you're walking on a tightrope, with the heel of your front foot touching the toes of your back foot. Then take a slow, careful step forward, placing the other foot in front the same way. Focus on going slow. Feel the shift in your weight. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead, not down. Try 5 steps forward, then turn around and go back. At first, you might feel a little wobbly, and that's okay. That's your brain and body learning how to realign themselves. Over time, with practice, your steps will become steadier. And that makes a difference not just in how you walk, but in how confident you feel moving through your day. Many doctors recommend this kind of balance training as part of fall prevention, especially for people over 65. Because it works. When your feet and mind learn to cooperate better, you're less likely to lose your footing. You react faster, feel more secure on uneven ground, and don't panic as easily when something unexpected happens. You can do this exercise once or twice a day. It takes less than 2 minutes, but the benefits can last all day. Over time, you may notice that walking feels easier, stairs aren't as intimidating, and your fear of falling starts to fade. And when that fear fades, freedom comes back. That's what this simple movement offers, not just balance, but a steady return to confidence. Exercise 6, Shoulder Rolls. Let's be honest, how often do we stop and notice the tension we carry in our shoulders? For many people, especially in later years, stress doesn't just show up in the mind, it settles in the body. And one of the first places it settles is the shoulders and neck. That tight, heavy feeling can affect everything from how we move to how we breathe. But there's a simple, gentle movement that can help: shoulder rolls. Shoulder rolls are exactly what they sound like: slow, circular movements of the shoulders that loosen tight muscles and improve posture. But don't let the simplicity fool you. These small movements can make a big impact on how your body feels, and how your heart responds. Here's how to do them: sit or stand tall with your arms relaxed by your sides. Slowly lift your shoulders up toward your ears, then roll them backward in a circular motion, and finally let them drop back down. Repeat that motion several times, moving slowly and breathing deeply. Then reverse the direction, rolling forward instead of back. What's happening inside your body during that gentle roll is actually quite powerful. You're releasing tension in the upper back and neck. You're encouraging better alignment in your spine and shoulders. And perhaps most importantly, you're allowing your chest to open naturally. That helps you take in deeper breaths, and with every deep breath, your nervous system starts to calm down. Why does that matter for your heart? Because when your body is relaxed and your breathing slows, your blood pressure often follows. Shoulder tension is linked to shallow breathing, tight posture, and even poor circulation. Shoulder rolls help undo that. They offer a way to reset, not just your body, but your stress levels too. You can do this anytime: first thing in the morning, during a commercial break, or right before bed. Even just 1 minute of slow, mindful shoulder rolls can help you feel lighter, looser, and more at ease. Exercise 7. Finger flex and stretch. It's easy to overlook how much we rely on our hands, until something as small as buttoning a shirt or holding a coffee mug feels harder than it used to. As we age, our fingers and hands can become stiff, weak, or even painful, especially if we live with arthritis or spend long periods sitting still. But here's the good news: with a few simple movements, you can gently wake up those fingers, keep your grip strong, and support healthy blood flow in your hands. One of the best ways to do this is a small exercise called the finger flex and stretch. It's exactly what it sounds like, and it can make a big difference in how your hands feel throughout the day. Here's how to do it: sit comfortably with your hands resting on your lap or a table. Start by spreading your fingers wide apart, stretching them as far as is comfortable, then gently bring them back together and make a soft fist. Don't squeeze too hard, just close your hand as much as feels good. Then open again. Repeat this slow open and close movement 8 to 10 times. That's it. You can also add in a gentle stretch by extending your fingers and pressing your hand flat against a table, holding it there for a few seconds before relaxing. Why does this matter? Because movement brings circulation. Each time you stretch and flex your fingers, you're encouraging fresh blood to flow through the small muscles and joints in your hand. That helps reduce stiffness, improve grip strength, and even relieve some of the discomfort caused by arthritis. It also keeps the tendons and nerves working smoothly, which is important for coordination and dexterity. You can do this exercise anytime, while watching TV, waiting at a red light, or even while having your morning coffee. It doesn't require any tools, and just a minute or two each day can help your fingers feel more awake and ready. Your hands do so much for you. Give them a little love back.